has been a very interesting time talking with Jessica Malley. She's an outdoors lady. She loves the sea. She loves diving. She loves even going down to see the sharks. But she said she came across a very rough time in her life. And she's been sharing with us what it means when you have that time in your life, how you need to reach out to other people. And of course, she reached out to the family. She goes to the NPC family in Blake Road. She goes to the East Street family in East Street. And sometimes she comes to the Kemp Road family. Jessica just reached out, and I think you found people reached out to you. It works both ways, right?
Yes.
You have to reach out, and then people reach out to you as well. And then you found it helpful to have the WhatsApp group that goes 24/7. People sharing sometime a Bible verse, a joke sometime can be extremely helpful. As we come to the end of our program, Jessica, and as people listen to you, because people hurt deeply in our country, like your country, America as well. But many times when we're hurting, we don't want to share what we're going through. What would you like to say to people who are listening tonight and feeling a little discouraged? Maybe they want to give up. Maybe they just can't go on. Maybe their job is not right. Maybe their marriage is not right. What would you like to say to them?
I say that you don't have to give up. You know, there are people out there that are willing to help. There are people that have gone through the same things you've gone through, worse, but that there's always help out there. Tomorrow is a brighter day. You never know what the next day is going to bring. If you end today, then you'll definitely never know what the next day is going to bring. But just knowing that there is hope out there and knowing that you don't have to give up is really important. And there are people that want to help. You know, you're not a burden to people because they actually want to reach out and they want to help. You know, and that's the amazing part of it. Yeah.
And then, Jessica, throughout the program, you said that another advantage in the Bahamas is that you can use the sea for help. How does the sea help people?
It can have a calming effect, you know. It can bring you a little peace and a little serenity, and just breathing the fresh air is very important. The vitamin D we get from the sunshine is important too. Getting a little sticky with salt is nice too, with the salt water. So there's just so many different benefits to the ocean that I find. And the calming of the water, and it just can be very peaceful. Now you can go out when it's windy and it's rough too, and sometimes that gives a different effect too, and that's interesting to watch, you know. So don't fear it, enjoy it.
And then you kind of suggested that maybe learning to scuba dive can help too.
Yes.
How would that help?
Just doing something recreational like that, doing something peaceful, doing something that it calms your breathing. Your breathing is very meditative. You don't breathe quick or faster like we do up here on the surface. You're a little more controlled. You're relaxed. A lot of people fear it, but it's actually a very calming, relaxing sport. They think, oh, you got to be fit, you got to be this and that, but it can be very very serene, very calm.
The breathing is very important.
Very important, yes.
And I won't forget the part of the interview where you said you saw that whale. Tell us about that again. That was just majestic when you described that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for a whole week, I was just.
You were just coming up along the wall, the deep dive wall.
And I've turned around because I had my two students. I turned around and it just came over this shipwreck, which is about a 140-foot wreck, and it was probably 3 times the size of that wreck, and just went right past us, and we watched it just disappear into the deep blue across the wall. It was amazing. It was amazing, and not something you see normally here in the Bahamas. You know, we don't usually see whales, but this guy was right there. That was awesome.
Hey, Jessica, it seemed that seeing something like that had an effect on you. What was the effect it had on you?
I mean, it just elated me. I was just, and then for the rest of the week, I was just like, you know, I was on cloud 9. It was amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing how the creation speaks to us.
Absolutely.
The Bible says its language goes out to all nations, and they can read the heavens and the clouds and the sea and the animals. And we hurt ourselves if we don't look at nature.
Right.
Because nature calms us and nature blesses us. Jessica, as we come to the end, you know, I just want to thank you for what you mean to us.
Thank you.
It's really a joy to see how you worked through the family and help many people in the family as well. It always goes both ways.
Right.
It's not just the family helping you, it's you helping the family. And I've just seen you grow from strength to strength. And I just want to thank you for all the help you've given us. And I'm always blessed every time you talk about the sea, because I know there's something special about the sea. In fact, in the Psalms it says, they who go down to the sea know the mysteries of God. The sea is always changing. It's always moving, and it's always there. As someone says, the tides rise and the tides fall. But it's not the sea that changes. It's really us. And after we're gone, the sea will still be here. And I guess in some sense, that's what you're hinting at, that when you're going through a rough time, go down to the sea and let the sea see you. And recognize that, yes, you're changing, but the sea is somewhat changeless.
Thank you very much, Dr. Allen. I appreciate this.
Jessica, all the best,
Thank
and good night.